Hello again, and I'm back in my shed. I'm BC. This is a follow-on from a previous video on repairing this old machine vise. The vise jaws were out of alignment by about 1/4 thou, and I've cleaned all the working parts of the vise, repaired the sliding body where it had been damaged with one hell of a wallop with a hammer in a previous part of its life, and I'll show you what I've achieved, and this is the important part. I'm trimming across the body of the vise to see how close I've got it there, and I can do the jaws later on. And I think this is pretty good for a piece of probably Chinese cast iron from 20 years ago, or maybe Taiwanese. In that case, that would explain it. But if we keep our eye on the DTI, bit hard to read, but we'll see if we can zoom in. There's about 0.02 of a millimetre climb on the DTI across the frame of the vise, and as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't give a crap about that. It's such a small amount for the work I do, making model locos and rough tooling. It'll be okay. The next step will be a little bit finer. I'll zoom out again. I showed an arbor I've got a couple of episodes ago on tool and cutter grinding that goes on a 1/2 inch collet, or in a 1/2 inch collet, and I can hold flare cup wheels with it. So when I get a chance, I'll be mounting that up into the collet chuck, and I'll take a skim across these jaws. Now that I've got them seated in properly, one canters one way, that's the moving jaw, and the other jaw canters that way, and they're both out by about 3 or 4 thou, so it's overall about 8 thou out. And as they're seated down on the body, I figure that the best thing I can do is grind the top of them, make them as parallel as I can to the inside of the guts of the vise, and I should have something that's a little more workable than what I had before. When I grind the jaws, I'll bring you back in again, but for the moment I've got work to do on my locomotive axle box horns. Hope there's a bit of help to you. I've got the adjustment up on the sliding covers up reasonably snug. The vise is a little bit firm to move, but it'll soon wear itself in. For the years of abuse it's got, it actually clocks up very, very well. The base is parallel, the rotating surface is parallel, and this comes up at 0.02 of a millimetre. I reckon that's bloody bonza. I took the opportunity to clean out all the screw, and God, there's some years of crud in there, but it's now a much more usable item. All for now. Please like and subscribe. Bye.